All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. This is the first video of any kind that I'm doing on this channel. This is primarily going to be focusing on sports cards, submitting, grading, and reveal videos kind of like this one. So today I have a 20 card submission that I just got back. I have not looked at the grades. I just took it out of the box to make it easier. I tried making this with the box first and I was knocking everything over, so I just took them all out and they're sitting here. But I did crack a few cards to submit them, and there are some cards in here that, I'm expecting a lot of 9s to be honest, but we're always going for that 10. So let's see what we got here. This first card is a Bo Bichette from Inception. It's a rookie card. This is the blue one that I sent in. And, oh, I got an 8. Okay. Well, that's fine. These cards are really tough. More than likely, I'm going to end up cracking this. It is a beautiful card, and I actually really like sending these thick cards into BGS if they don't grade well at PSA. So, yeah, we'll probably end up doing that. So, next up, I got a Miguel Bless here. Bless. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. But this is actually a red parallel out of 5. Oh gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you guys don't know who this kid is, you better tune in. He's a low-level minor league prospect from the Red Sox. They got him from the international signing. And this is out of 5. This is the same photo that they used in his first Bowman. I'm honestly completely shocked this got a 10. Like, I sent this in, hoping for a 10. That's what the hope is, but that's it's probably going to stay a pop 1 for a minute there. Wow, that's great. So next up, we got a Gavin Lux. This is a Bowman Sterling Speckle. I remember sending this guy, and I've had this card for a long time. And we got a 10. Look at that. It's back-to-back 10s. Okay, so making up for that 8 a little bit. I think Lux was a huge prospect a couple of years back, and he's kind of been forgotten a little bit, but he's on the Dodgers. He's playing all right, and so it's a pretty nice card. I'm probably going to hang on to this for a little bit longer and maybe sell it the postseason. So 2 10s. All right, 2 out of 3. I'll take that every day. Pretty surprised to get a couple already, but this is a Luis Robert 392. I'm thinking this is a gold foil. Let's take a look. Oh, it's the complete set blue. Okay, we got a 9. We got a 9. This is a cracked card that I sent in. This was an SGC 9.5. I went for that 10 and didn't get it. So yeah, this is not a huge card. It's a pretty good card. I think these are at a 299. They're not numbered, but they're at a 299. So more than likely, just going to keep that as is, and we'll probably end up selling it at a 9. Didn't lose a ton of value but going for it. But this is a Nick York Bowman. And I believe this is a refractor auto. So let's see. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 9. Oh, no way. I don't know how we're getting these 10s, guys. There were some print lines on this. I'm not going to lie. I put this down. I cracked this. This was an SGC 9.5. I wholeheartedly expected this to get a 9, but to get a 10, that's a pretty big card, honestly. Nick York, one of the top prospects in the Red Sox system, too. If you can't tell, you've seen a couple Red Sox cards already. I am a Red Sox fan, but dang. Speaking of Red Sox, here's a Rafael Devers. What is this? I think this is the orange or the Platinum Ice Refractor. Yeah, okay, so Bowman Platinum. Got a 9 on this one. This is a really cool card. It's a sticker auto, but I really like it. Rafi is, if Judge didn't exist, he'd be the MVP right now. So I picked this card up for like $25 back in 2018, if you can believe that. I mean, it's probably, $200 as is, maybe $150, depending on how his prices are going. But pretty good. So here's Benny Montgomery, a pretty good prospect for the Rockies. I think this is a gold Bowman draft first edition, something like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, got a 9. That's all right. So I picked these up for a pretty reasonable price. I actually have a second one of these that I sent in, and they both got 9s back. So I'm a little surprised at that. I might crack it and send it to BGS, but the centering, that might have been what did it. And top to bottom, you can kind of see a little bit. more clear that that's a little rough. But, you know, it's a good card. Still gold. First edition. Pretty nice. So, okay. I don't know if you guys can see that. That is a 215 out of 300 Wander Franco. Advanced stats. So, pretty good. Let's see what we got on this. Oh, yeah, that's a big boy card, guys. Oh, man. A 10. Okay, we're doing pretty solid on this. You know, we've gotten, what, 4 10s back? I'm going to tell you, if I got 4 10s back in this whole order, I was going to be happy to begin with. And for them to be some of these big cards, yeah, this is probably $1,000 card just from this. I bought this raw. This card's super undervalued. I picked this up for like $250, guys. I'm not joking. And so this is probably $1,000 card as is right now. And I think there's only more upside for him with it being, you know, his base card. It's a huge card. So we got a bunch of Wander in this, I'm going to tell you right now. So here's a Wander Franco. It's another 215. I've got gold foils and a gold foil first edition. So if we're in the right order, this might be the really big card. Oh no. Okay, so this is just the regular gold foil. We got a 9 on it. I'm okay with that. I was kind of hoping for a 10, but you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see it all, the corner right there. It's a little tiny dinged up, and you know, they're going to be really critical on these cards. That's just how it is. So 9's fine. Probably will just hang on to that as is for a minute. I think his value's gone down, so we'll probably hang on to that. But here's another 392. This has got to be the gold foil. I cracked this out of a PSA 9 because I just want to test their consistency. You can kind of see right here, there's a little bit of a corner ding that I didn't notice before I cracked it. So this is more than likely a 9 again. Okay, so that tells you right here that they're very inconsistent about this type of stuff, because I don't know how I can crack a PSA 9 and for it to go down. There's nothing else wrong with this besides this little tiny corner ding here. Nothing on the surface, and so all right, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. That's what you get when you risk it. I mean, you might go up, you might go down. So, and we went down. That happens. So here's a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This is a Heritage. This is an action variation, if you can see right there. So I'm expecting a 9 on this one too, but you know, it could be a 10. Yeah, so there we go. That's all right. This is probably not a card that I would have sent in at a $50 level, but I needed to get up to the 20 limit. And, you know, I thought there was a pretty decent shot at a 10. And if it was a 10, it would have been a sick card. But, you know, as is, it's a 9. So next up, this is another card that I cracked, I believe. Yeah, so I cracked this. This was also a PSA 9. I bought it, so I cleaned it. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. It's probably... yeah, it's still just a 9, so essentially just kind of wasted $50 for no reason. But it was an older slab, at least in terms of collecting. You know, this has been out for 4 years, so I just wanted to see if maybe somebody submitted it and they didn't clean it right, but that's probably the correct grade. So it's still a really big card, but, you know, probably shouldn't have cracked it. So here is Luis Robert. This is a Heritage out of $9.99. I sent in all these cards before the season when I thought Robert was going to have a big year, so I'm expecting a 9 on this too. Still a really clean card. I mean, it's in a nice PSA slab, and you know, the centering looks good. The backside was the only issue. And, you know, you can kind of see some whitening here a little bit, and there's actually multiple corners where there's just the smallest bit of whitening, but, you know, that's probably what did it. These Heritage cards are tough, and so it is what it is. No problem with me. So this is a pretty cool card. So this is a Willy Adames rookie. It's a red ink, so it's a red ink autograph, so that's short print, and got a 9. Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty sick card, and he's doing pretty well in the Brewers. So, you know, if this was a 10, this probably would have been like a $500 card. But, you know, it might still be like a couple $100. Who knows? I haven't really looked at the value of it, but I actually bought this for like $20 years ago. So whatever I put into it, I've definitely got my money back. There's no question about that. So here's a Joe Adele 43. I want to say that this is the vintage stock one that I sent in. There's a little tiny mark here that I'm just noticing for the first time. I don't know if I sent it in like that. If you can see that. So this is probably going to be a 9, but... okay, well, it wasn't the vintage stock. It was the short print that I sent in, but still got that 10. This is a sick card. I mean, it really is. Like, I really hope that Joe Adele kind of figures it out. You know, he's a big prospect. And for it to get back a 10, you know, it's probably a couple $100 right now. But I mean, if he does pretty well, I mean, he could turn it around and that card could definitely be a little bit bigger. So, oh gosh, they're kind of stuck together here. Wow. Okay. So here's another Wander Franco, 215 again. I sent in multiple of the gold foils and a gold foil first edition. Remember that. So this is either one more gold foil or it's the first edition. We're going to have to find out. Oh my gosh. Oh god. I looked at the pop report. I'm not going to lie. I looked at the pop report before I submitted this and it was like 2. And I know this card's new, guys. This card's like gotta be like $1,500, something like that. This is a huge, huge, huge card. Wow. So this, out of every card that was in this order, this is the one that I wanted to be a 10. And so for it to come back, and we're hitting on 10s, guys, like pretty good. I was telling you, every card in this could have been a 9. I wasn't extremely confident about everything. So for us to, we're already at, I think, 6. Oh gosh. Oh god. Yeah, we got to move on. We got to move on. I don't want to keep this forever, but that is this is a Peter Alonso rookie card, or it's actually it's a Heritage Miners card. So this is 2017. It's an autograph. Pretty cool card. Oh my god, guys, what is happening? I bought this card for like $50 when he was a rookie, you know, again, before the card prices blew up. And so, you know, I'm not exactly sure the value lies with this. I would have probably dual submitted it, but you can see the auto's kind of streaky here. So it definitely wouldn't have gemmed, but as an auto, but this is a pretty good card. I mean, he's having a great year. He's in the MVP conversation. So I would imagine this card's selling for pretty good now. And to get it in a 10, guys, what is happening? All right. This is a pretty good card. You guys probably don't know who this is, Matthew Lugo. He is a prospect in the Red Sox system. He's a second-round pick, still young. I think this is his red refractor. Oh. Oh my god, this is the best PSA submission order I've ever gotten back, guys. You see that 4 or 5? Red refractor. So this is one of the biggest cards in his hobby. I mean, if this was the autograph version, this would obviously be a massive, massive card. But, you know, even as it is, this is one of his top, you know, 6 cards, essentially, that's not autographed. So I'm hoping for big things from him. I mean, he's still figuring it out. He's had a great start to the season, but I think he has a 900 OPS and A+, but he's the nephew of Carlos Beltran. I mean, if he can tap into any of that... Wow, look out. So, got 2 more cards left. Joe Adele, vintage stock. This is the one I was talking about before. So, I was hoping for a 10 on this. There's some... What is happening on this corner? What the heck? Okay, that was not like this before. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now. I don't know if you can tell. I'm looking at this corner right here. There's like a literal cut in this corner. Like somebody cut off the piece. Okay, this is probably going to be like a freaking 6 with that or something. Yeah, okay. You know, I'm like 95 to 99% sure this wasn't here. So I've never had issues with PSA before, but it's like a genuine like slit right here in the corner. Like the whole card's cut. And you know, I inspect all these cards, I clean them. So for that to be there, either it was a complete oversight by myself or something kind of happened. But, you know, at least it's not that 6. I mean, it's an 8. I'm probably, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that card. We'll see what happens, but I can't complain. I shouldn't be complaining. Anyway, last card, another Wander Franco gold foil, 215, and got a 9. So that's fine. I don't even care, honestly. Like, who can possibly complain with what we've had here? To get this back into 9, I got 2 9s on the regular gold foils, but you know what? The 2 big Wander Franco cards, I got 10s on. So just real quick recap, we got a 10 on the Bowman Draft Red Refractor for Matthew Lugo, huge card. It's a pretty sweet card here. The Pete Alonso 10, Heritage Miners, the big boy. I wish I had something to prop this up on. Gold foil, first edition, guys. First edition. This is not your normal gold foil. So, huge card. Huge card. Joe Adele short print. Got a 10. Pretty nice card again. And then the advanced stat for Wander. I'm investing heavily in this guy, guys, and you know what? It's been paying off pretty good so far. I cannot complain whatsoever. And then got the Nick York, another big card, big prospect. I think he's in the top 30 prospects in all of baseball right now. Got that 10. Pretty sick card. Refractor. Cracked this one. Sent that in. And then the Speckle. Got a 10. And the Miguel Bless. Got that 10. Maybe the most surprising card in this entire order to get a 10 back. Thick card, you know, it's the Bowman Inception. And for that to come back as a 10, I couldn't be happier. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. I honestly, I mean, can't believe, what do we get back here? 5, 6, 7. I got 8 out of 20 PSA 10s. I wasn't expecting, I had no expectations. Could have been all 9s. And to get 8 back as a 10, it's a great feeling. So thanks for tuning in. We'll have another video at some point soon, and see you next time.